Good afternoon to you all, and welcome to the Tri-City Fairgrounds here in Toledo, New Ohio, for this afternoon's game between the Pittsburgh Presbyterians and the New Ohio Debonairs. At this time, we'd like to introduce the starting lineup of the visiting Pittsburgh Presbyterians. Batting first, the left fielder, number 27, Welt Booper. Batting second, the first baseman, number 14, Jim Bobway. Batting third, the shortstop, number 15, Jimmy Soup Cutlets. Batting fourth, the catcher, number 24, Shrewd Bland. Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 4, Bill Scottish. Batting sixth, the second baseman, number 6, Og McQuart. Batting seventh, the center fielder, number 11, Spray Bradley. Batting eighth, the right fielder, number 7, Condom Funnel. And batting ninth, the pitcher, number 61, Shining Schlenkowitz. And let's get those handkerchiefs in the air for the Debonairs. Please welcome them as they take the field for this afternoon's game. The second baseman, number 20, Tough Tamba. The first baseman, number 10, Loud Juice Kendrick. The center fielder, number 18, Chad Tater. The left fielder, number 15, Ped Wingner. The shortstop, number 2, Jake Steakhouse. The right fielder, number 30, Carrick Burns. The third baseman, number 13, Quincy Longpants. The catcher, number 24, Dimples Bugby. And the starting pitcher, number 6, Red Anger. Good afternoon to you from here in Toledo, New Ohio. This afternoon's game, the New Ohio Debonairs looking to get off of a 4-game losing streak, taking on the Pittsburgh Presbyterians in the second game of their 3-game series. On the mound today is Red Anger for the Debonairs, 4-4 with a 4.38 ERA. This is his 15th start. He's got 46 strikeouts. Has pitched 96 and 2/3 innings, taking on Welt Booper to get things started, and that'll be a ground ball right to Quincy Longpants at third. Throw to Loud Juice Kendrick is in time for out number 1. Jim Bobway, the first baseman, is up to bat now for the Presbyterians. My name is Tiddly Clowners. You're listening to Radio WHK, the New Ohio Debonairs Radio New Ohio. And the count currently at 3-1.
Thank you, mate.
That'll be an opening walk to Jim Bobway. That is walk number 11 from Red Anger that he's thrown this season. And it brings up Jimmy Soup Cutlets, the former leadoff batsman. Now third in the order for the Presbyterians, and he's going to hit it right to a Fancy Dan double play to end the inning. That Fancy Dan double play, a 4.63 for those of you scoring it, is brought to you by Fancy Dan Follicle Products. Put more pop in your quaff with Fancy Dan and their assortment of tonics and elixirs that will give your hair that gleam, glimmer, sheen, and shimmer. Well, the Debonairs get things started on the mound for the Presbyterians is Shining Schlenkowitz. He's had a rough start to the season. Had a great start to the season, but a rough going as of late. He gives up a lead single to Turf Tamba. And Schlenkowitz is currently 3-5 after starting 3-0. Decisions-wise, he's had 5 losses on his record in a row. His ERA 6.82 is going to give up Another single too loud. Hughes Kendrick, that's going to move Tamber to third. And with no outs here is Chud Tata with the first opening run. Potentially 90 feet away. 90 yards would be quite a run.
Ball. Ball outside.
As we see now, it is Chud Tata and 3-0 count. That is strike one down the middle. And will be a walk to load the bases. Chud Tata going to first. That is walk number 18 this season for Shining Schlankowitz. And it brings up head Wingner. Wingner is, at one point, was the league leader of home runs. Has 17 this season. 49 runs batted in for him. What a time it would be to get number 50. 3-1 the count. Smashes that one. That'll be a sacrifice fly, I imagine. As getting under that is Welt Boopa. And no, it will hold the runner at third. So that'll be out number 1. Well fielded by Welt Boopa. And that is out number 1 for Jake Stakehouse, who has 30 RBIs. One and two the count. That is behind for ball one, so ball three is outside as well. Full count for Jake Stakehouse. Hits it, that's going to be scoring 1 run, possibly 2. Spray Bradley fielding it well, and the throw not in time at all. It's 2-0 on an RBI, on a 2 RBI single from Jake Stakehouse. Those are RBIs 31 and 32, and the Debonairs take a 2-0 lead. Eric Burns. Eric Burns is batting .268 this season.
Oh.
And that'll be a fancy Dan that Burns will hit into to end the inning. The Fancy Dan brought to you by Fancy Dan Products. Put more fop in your quaff with Fancy Dan. So top of the second, Anga on the mound facing Crude Bland. Crude Bland now has become basically the home run leader, hitting 24 this season. That's going to be high up into the air. Should be, well, it's actually a big pardon. That was Bland was already the first out. Bill Scottish hitting it into high into the air for out number 2 to Carrick Burns.
Outside. Take a base.
Be a walk for Ogmaclair, bring up Spray Bradley.
Follow.
And it's going to be an attempt to steal, and a picks off by Jake Stakehouse. Stakehouse was ready for that one, and that will be the end of the inning. Bradley will take the plate again to get things started when we head to the the top of the third. So now it's Quincy Longpants. That's an easy out at first for Longpants. Bring us to the catcher, Dimples Bugby. Grounds it right to Zimbabwe on the second pitch, and that will be out number 2. Red Anga is the pitcher. The spot is next. 6 hits this season out of 36 at-bats. Has hit a home run and 3 runs batted in as well. He's taking a 2-1 count right now from Shining Schlankowitz, who's only averaged about, whoa, he gets him swinging. That's going to be strikeout number 1 for Shining Schlankowitz today. And will retire the side. So we're through 2-0 Debonairs, thanks to that good start in the first inning. Have the lead. the second pitch is going to ground it right along past the throw in time to Kendrick. For the first out here in the top of the third, it is Condom Funnel.
No.
1-1 the count for Condom Funnel is averaged 238 this season in right field. Fouls that one off. That's going to be up the middle for the first hit of the game for the Pittsburgh Presbyterians. The single fielded by Chud Cater. And with one out, there is a runner on first for the pitchers, Shining Schrankowitz. Eventually will try to bunt over. He does show a bunt for the first one. Try to bunt over the and will instead strike out looking, so that is going to be 2 outs with Welt Bupa. Only has the runner at first, so not too great at the moment. That's going to be high up into the air. That could be distance. That's going to bounce off the wall in the right end of center field. It will score 1, so that'll be an RBI double for Welt Bupa. That is RBI number 23 for him and double number 15 for him. So it's a 2-1 game now. The Debonairs still with the lead 2-1 with 2 outs. Jim Bobway walked at his first at-bat. He will face Red Anger. Going to be not good contact right to Steakhouse. Throws an easy one to Kendrick for out number 3. We head to the bottom of the third. 1 run scored on that one. An RBI double from Welt Bupa. And bottom of the third, it's Turf Tamba.
Inside. High.
First 2 pitches are high for balls 1 and 2. Pops that one up, gets jammed on that third pitch. It's going to be an easy one for Jimmy Soup Cutlets and makes the catch for out number 1. A single for Loud Juice Kendrick, his second single of the game. He's 2 for 2 today. And he starts out on first for Chud Cater with only 1 out.
Stop.
And a big swing at that one. It does, however, move. It does move Kendrick to second base on the wildish pitch. And Ped Wingner popped out on his first at-bat. He's going to ground it right to Cutlets for out number 3. So Ped Wingner's drought has been a bit of a concern for Debonairs fans. Not certain what happened in the over the course of this season, but his batsmanship has not been what it has been. And Jimmy Soup Cutlets will start things off here at the top of the 4th. Debonairs with a 1-run lead. You're listening to Tiddly Clowners on Radio WHK, New Ohio Debonair Radio. This is, of course, Radio New Ohio. And Cutlets records the first out of this inning. Top of the 4th. The New Ohio Debonaires currently at 33-22, leading the Continental League. They currently have, I believe, a 1.5 game lead over the Philadelphia Brown Trousers and a 2.5 game lead over Amalgamated Baseball Holdings as they make the fight to charge. And that's going to be to industry. Shrewd Bland hitting home run number 25. And we are tied to industry. A home run, solo home run from Shrewd Bland ties this game up at 2. Presbyterians trying to get to 500 with a win today, 27 and 28 of their record. They are 6 games behind the Debonairs. And of course, both Amalgamated Baseball Holdings and the Philadelphia Brown Trousers not playing today. They play tomorrow to conclude their series. I believe both teams have won one game from that series, if I am correct. Well, a 2-2 count, and that's going to be smashed by Bale Scottish. Don't tell me that's going to be out of there as well. No, it's going to be bounced off the wall. Well, that high wall in right field here in the Tri-City Fairgrounds is a benefit, as it would have been many other ballparks. That would have been another home run to industry. It's a double with one out, bringing up Og McQuet, and we know he has the ability to hit him long and hard. He is batting .331, 10 home runs this season, 22 runs batted in. He walked in his first at that stage. And it's right to Anga, who will, well, goodness me. It was almost a fancy down double play, however, I did not get that in time, but, you know, you get what you can expect. Whatever you can you take what you can get at this point. It was a line right to the pitcher. Anga with it.
Ball tag.
Full count for Spray Bradley.
Oh, thank you,
He will walk. So that is going to be a bit of a concern.
Right. Let it up.
So Condom Funnel is now up to the plate. A 2-2 count with runners on first and second. Would definitely like to see foul ball, so that's not going to do much at the moment for them, and that will be another walk of Funnel. It brings up the pitcher spot, Shining Schlankowitz. And with the bases loaded, only 2 outs. This is a very opportune time, but Anga could potentially find this find a very beneficial. Gets him swinging. That's a huge out to get. That is a very massive out to get. To get out of that danger, the Debonairs leave the bases loaded for the Presbyterians and get out of the inning.
Nobody.
The score still tied at 2.
Ball.
And Jake Steakhouse has taken a 2-0. That is fouled off for a 2-2 count, so getting back into it is Schlankowitz. Hits it right to McQuet. And that's going to be out number 1, Steakhouse, rounding it out. He did score the 2, he did in fact score the 2 earlier runs that the Debonairs have on their score sheet today. That'll bring us to Carrick Burns. Extra bases for Carrick Burns. He's going to go for 3. Slides in with a triple. Well, that is triple number 5 for Carrick Burns this season, and the man batting .268. He seems to be that extra base hit specialist, hitting that triple. Goodness me. That is outstanding work for him, and well, 3-0 count for Quincy Longpants. He will walk. That puts runners on first and third with 1 out. Dimples Bugby 0 for 1 today.
Hero.
That will be out number 2. He pops it up into shallow infield, and that will be out number 2. So red anger. Takes the play. Lankowitz already at 66 pitches with that one. 2-2 the count. Fouls it off to remain. And will strike out, so that will be another strikeout for Schlankowitz's third today. And we head to the top of the 5th with the score tied at 2. Well, to Boopa, so both sides will start the 5th inning with their top of the lineup. Well, Boopa has the RBI, an RBI double. He's 1 for 2 today. Very dangerous batsman, of course. 307. Average was 345 last season. He will strike out looking. So red anger gets strikeout number 3 today. Leads the way for Jim Bobway 0 for 1. Gonna ground it right to Jake Steakhouse. Could be an easy throw. It is too loud juice. Kendrick for out number 2. Debonairs, you can just feel that desperation for a win today. Desperation is not really something they are used to experiencing. This is a side that was pretty much coasting through the first half of the league, but suddenly a stumbling sort of thing. Chad Tater will catch the fly out from Jimmy Suputnik. And the Debonairs begin the bottom of the 5th with the top of their order. Tamba, another batsman who's kind of cooled off late into the season. Going to lead off with a single, though. It's going to be right to well group up. Plenty of time to throw that one and field it. So that's going to be the second single today for Turf Tamba. He's 2 for 3, and it's allowed Juice Kendrick, who's 2 for 2. Has singled at both of his at-bats so far today.
Outside.
First pitch from Schlankowic, who's into the bottom of the 5th. About where he tends to get into the 5th inning, which is good. We expect sort of that from him. That's a good thing to see. If you're a Pittsburgh fan, of course. Red Anger has no problem making it late in the game. Kind of stepped aside and allowed Mule Wainer to be the ace of the team for the season. Basically, outstanding. However, there is just so much to really unpack. The starting rotation of the Debonairs is truly second to none. And in comes Warden Lobster. To face Chad Tater.
Board. Let it out.
Warden Lobster, one of the, I believe is the preferred. I believe Warden Lobster is the preferred. One of the preferred relievers for the Presbyterians. He gets Doug Tater for Ped Wingnut. 2 outs already, and it's going to be right to Bobway. He steps in the bag. It's an immediate out. Wingnut is over 3 today. That's what we'd like to see from the cleanup batsman of the Debonairs. Warden Lobster 3-1, 2 saves on his record, 4.68 is his ERA. He's got 17 strikeouts. This is appearance number 31 for him out of the bullpen. We're still going strong into the top of the 6th. Red Anger, and based on his number of innings pitched this season, 96 2/3 before today's game out of 14 games. You can tell that he likes to go longer to this one. 7 innings is about expected from him these days.
Ball out.
That's going to going to drop into center field. Chud Tater has to get it, and it will be, in fact, a double to get things started for Shrewd Bland, who had the home run earlier. And Red Anger will give way to Shirley Bo Burley out of the bullpen. So he goes 5 innings. And starting things off is Bo Burley, who's got an ERA of 6. And this could spell disaster for the Debonairs as Bale Scottish gets an RBI double. RBI number, it scores Shrewd Bland from second. That is RBI number 21 from him. Double number 8. That's the second today as well. That is going to be a passed ball that will move Scottish to third base. One run will score on that as McQuaid will sacrifice that one. One out. It is now suddenly 4-2 Presbyterians over the Debonairs. That will get the second out at first. Bradley reporting that it's Condom Funnel with a single and a walk so far today. First pitch is ball 1.
Take your base.
And yet another walk. Condom Funnel giving way to Warden Lobster. Lobster will stay in the game and will hit a single up the middle. Goodness me, it is really starting to fall apart for the Debonairs in this one as the Pittsburgh Presbyterian bats that have been quiet for so long starting to come alive. We're back up to Welt Hooper. Wooden Lobster just got his second hit of the season. He's only had 6 at-bats. He's 2 for 6 now. Well, Hooper's going to keep this going. That's going to score 1 from third. It's going to move Lobster to third. Is it going to be in time? He slides in. Oh, no, he's not. He's out. But it is 5-2. The run scores home from home. But it does, in fact, also get Lobster out at third. So that is a bit of relief for the Debonairs. It's 5-2. They are now down.
Nobody.
They are now down by
Ball.
score of 5-2 here in the bottom of the 6th with Jake Steakhouse on the plate. At the plate.
No, Buffalo. Take your base.
Does walk, so that will be a good thing to see for that. Garrett Burns hit a triple at his last at-bat. Also very good to see. Going to be off the glove of a diving Jimmy Soup Cutlets. It puts Burns on first, Steakhouse to second, and Quincy Longpants with no outs is the tying run at the moment. Longpants 16 RBIs. His record with runners in scoring position is 350. Hits it high and far. Could it be? Tie game to win the streak. Now the most unlikely of home runs coming from Quincy Longpants. That's only his 5th of the season. And gets the strikeout of Dimples Bugbeep. Bring us to Shirley Bo Burley. So, goodness me, we are tied at 5. A 3-run home run from Quincy Longpants to Industry. And we are in for quite the final 3 innings of this game. That's the second out right there.
No.
Top of the order, Tough Tamba. 2 for 3 today, a 3-0 count.
Here.
That one lets that one go for strike 1. It's a 3-1 count now. What a lobster is. He walks Tough Tamba. And suddenly this feels like a very reachable game, a very winnable game for the Debonairs. It feels the tide might be turning in their favor. This could be what they need to break that 4-game losing streak. That brings us to the top of the 7th with Shirley Boburley on the mound. We are tied at 5. That is an opening single from Jim Bobway. Jimmy Soup Cutlets coming out for Pope Lactavius III. That will be a fancy Dan double play. Well, Lactavius comes in for a rare appearance. He's kind of lost his spot to Bale Scottish at third base and does not really impress too much. But Shrewd Bland with 2 outs and still be very dangerous. Hits it right to Tough Tamba. And that will retire the side. So we go to the bottom of the 7th. Lactavius now at his shortstop. Perhaps this is an opportunity for him with Jimmy Soup Cutlets. 0 for 3 today is not been a great, not been consistent like we have expected from Jimmy Soup Cutlets, especially not like for the start of the season, when he was all over the place offensively, and I mean that in the best of ways. Shot number 1 flying out is Chud Tata. He's had a rough day too, 0 for 3 with a walk. But a lobster will make way for both Velocidad. Here in the bottom of the 7th. Velocidad is 4-2 with a 6.04 ERA. That's going to pop up and drop for Will Cooper. So that's going to be Ted Wingner with his first hit of the game. He's on with a single. That was a bit of miscommunication by the fielders, and he will take that to his advantage. With 1 out, 1 runner on. Jake Steakhouse would love to get another RBI, or perhaps 2. Looks like he can possibly have hit into, well, it's going to be, no, it's not going to be a fancy down. He gets the runner at first. He does move Wingner to second. He is the go-ahead run at this point.
Ball.
We now have Herrick Burns to the plate. Burns has a triple and a single today. But he will ground out to retire the side. So we head to the top of the 8th. We are in a very interesting position right now. Tied game, tied at 5. Pittsburgh and New Ohio. The New Ohio Debonairs looking to try to get their first win in 5 games. Break a 4-game losing streak. I'd like to see that happen most certainly.
Follow.
1 count facing Bale Scottish. The out number 1, getting Scottish to pop up. An important bat to keep quiet. He's had 2 doubles and 1 RBI today.
Here. Here.
Huerta's 0 for 2 today. Does have an RBI to his name. Facing a 2-2 count. That will in fact be out number 2. And in comes Darby Gigglewater for the Debonairs. Here at the top of the 8th.
No.
Going to be misfielded by Longpants. That might be an error for Spray Bradley. Putting him on first, and with 2 outs, the go-ahead run is now at first. Gigglewater 1-1 with a 3.91 ERA. We'll get Condom Funnel to pop it out into foul territory, and that will do it for the top of the 8th. We head to the bottom of the 8th. Still tied at 5. Quincy Longpants, but we don't need to remind you what he did last time he was at bat. You're, of course, listening to Radio New Ohio, WHK. My name is Tiddly Clowners. This is the New Ohio Debonairs playing the Pittsburgh Presbyterians in game number 56 of the Continental League season here in 1920. New Ohio Debonairs 6 games ahead of Pittsburgh, looking to go 7 with a win today. Pittsburgh looking to try to get back to 500 and continue their winnings over the Debonairs. The Debonairs have lost their last 4 games. So, I want to say dire straits, but with teams like Philadelphia and Amalgamated Baseball Holdings breathing down their necks, it's something important to watch. And that will be striking out Dimples Bugby, looking at that one, so that is 2 outs. And here comes Gigglewater to the plate. It's only his 4th at bat. It's a 2-0 count already. Down the middle, a full count for Darby Gigglewater, 2 outs. And he will walk the pitcher. So the pitcher, Gigglewater, will walk.
Here. Follow.
1-1 count for Turf Tamba. 2 for 3 today with a walk and 2 singles. Foul and a diving Bale Scott is trying to make that catch just over his head. I don't think it was realistically he could reach that, but made the effort, of course. With 2 outs and a full count yet again of Turf Tamba here at the bottom of the 8th. Right to Pope Lactavius the 3rd. Throw in time to get the out. So we head to the top of the 9th, tied at 5. I would imagine Boat Velocidad will not be coming in to bat. Well, he will. Well, the Presbyterians seem to like what they have with Boat Velocidad. But of course, right behind them is Wells Bupa and Zimbabwe. Top of the order is very much feeling it, I would say. One out already. Brings us to Wells Bupa. He's had an RBI double today, 1 RBI today. Hits it high. Is it far enough? Oh my goodness. Well, he's hit a home run to industry here in the top of the 9th. Wells Bupa has given Pittsburgh the lead here in the top of the 9th and caused quite a bit of a concern for the New Ohio Debonairs. Home run number 7 for Wells Bupa, and Zimbabwe with 1 out.
Outside.
Will walk to first base. Second time he's walked today. He's 1 for 3, but he's walked twice. Goodness. Pope Lactavius III is up to the plate now. Hit into a double play his last at-bat. The home run, of course, brought to you by Industry Brand, colognes, perfumes, and fragrances. If it smells good, it must be industry, and if it's industry, it must smell good. Found wherever smells are sold. 2-2 the count for Lactavius. And that's going to just miss the glove of Jake Steakhouse. It will keep the inning alive for the Presbyterians, bring up Strood Bland, who's hit a home run today and a double. This is proving to be most concerning for the Debonairs. They are going to find a way to have to find themselves playing from behind. And double play from Bland to end the inning. So that Fancy Dan double play brought to you by Fancy Dan Products. For more pop in your quaff with Fancy Dan. Well, Loud Juice Kendrick, Judd Tater, and Ped Wingner are the last 3 outs that Boat Velocidad faces. Should the Presbyterians want to take a second game from this series and put Philadelphia within a win, within a single game of first place in the Continental League. Now Juice Kendrick is 2 for 4 today, 2 singles. And in comes Winthrop Honeysuckle. So the closing pitcher trying to get, well, I guess it will be a save situation.
Ball.
That will be a 3-0 pitch. Up into, well, it's going to, well, it lands. It's a fly ball, but it lands. And, well, yeah, it's going to be out to number 1, Judd Tater, but with Kendrick on first. Ped Wingner is at the plate. The tying run at first. The go-ahead run.
No.
The winning run is at the plate, and it's Ped Wingner with 1 out. 2-2 counts. Smashes that one. It's going to be high up into the air. The out number 2 for Lactavius III, getting that one. And potentially the last out of this game is Jake Steakhouse. First pitch, strike 1. He's 1 for 3 today. Did have a 2 RBI, a 2-run single in the first to get things going for the Debonairs, but it has been tough going since then. Quincy Longpants, a 3-run home run, got the Debonairs back into this one. That'll do it. That will be the game. Hits right to McQuaid, and that is it. Well, the Pittsburgh Presbyterians get the win, forcing the New Ohio Debonairs to record their 5th loss straight. The final score of this one, Pittsburgh, 6 runs from 11 hits. New Ohio Debonairs, 5 runs from 9 hits with 1 error. This will, of course, drop New Ohio to 33 and 23, still 10 games above 500. However, it does, however, move Philadelphia 1 game out of first place. I believe that game is tomorrow. It will be the final game of this series. Amalgamated Baseball Holdings second has 2 games out of first place. And Pittsburgh will go back up to 500, 28 and 28, 5 games out of first place, and a half game behind the New York Haberdashers. This is going to be a loss on the record of Darby Gigglewater. Boat Velocidad getting the win in this one. He improves to 5 and 2. And the save for Winthrop Honeysuckle is save number 3 of the season for him. coming in the ninth and recording that save. We thank our sponsors, the Honeybee Tobacco Company, who give you fresh, hand-rolled cigarettes grown in the fabled tobacco roads of the Carolinas. Did you know that any time is a good time for a honey wheat cigarette? They are good to be shared and smoked, whether you are having a meeting, or heading to the doctor's office, or tucking your children into bed. Any time is a good time for a honey wheat cigarette. The third finest dandy of the day is Shrewd Bland, going 2 for 5 with a home run, an RBI, and a double. Quincy Longpants is the second finest dandy today. He had that 3-run home run that was tying the game up. However, Welt Pooper with the game-winning home run is the finest dandy of the day, going 3 for 5 with a 3 RBI day as well for him. Huge day for Welt Pooper, great day for him. The RBI double in the third as well. He is the finest dandy of the day, brought to you by the Honey Wheat. He gets a complimentary carton of Honey Wheat cigarettes. He's the finest dandy of the day, brought to you by the Honey Wheat Tobacco Company, who humbly request that you smoke wheat every day. Well, the series concludes tomorrow between these two teams, as taking the mound for New Ohio is Aubrey Bona to face the ace, Ivory Trinkets. Ivory Trinkets will be on the mound against Aubrey Bona in this one. Of course, Mule Wayner will take an extra day off, having had to come in out of the bullpen to assist in the prior game. But that game, of course, will be broadcast here on Radio WHK, Radio New Ohio. My name is Tiddly Clowners. I bid you a good rest of the day. And until we meet again here on the radio tomorrow from the Tri-City Fairgrounds, I wish you, may your days be dapper and your evenings elegant.